Hey everyone. If you don't know, I'm doing a fundraising bike ride in September. It's called Shore to Seaway 2023. I'm calling it that because I'm going to start on the shore of the Atlantic Ocean in Acadia National Park in Maine, head north to Bangor, go northeast up to Medway and Millinocket, cut left and go around Mount Katahdin in Baxter State Park, then head east to Holton, north to Presque Isle and Caribou, continue on to the Canadian border at Madawaska, cut over through New Brunswick and into Quebec to the St. Lawrence Seaway, shore to Seaway, and then head southwest to Quebec City. It's going to be about 620 miles, give or take, about 26,000 feet of vertical ascent, and about 14 days of riding over paved, unpaved, and just flat out dirt and gravel roads. Now, I've done long trips before, but never at this level. I'll be camping for part of the way. Also, I'll be staying at hotels or with some host families. And although a friend or two may be joining me for a day's ride here or there, it's pretty much going to be a solo endeavor. But here's the thing, calling it a solo endeavor it's really only partially accurate because, we're all pretty much in touch with each other pretty often these days. And I know I'll have the support of my family and my friends along the way. And I've also gotten a lot of help from the Bicycle Coalition of Maine, which has been enormously helpful in planning my route. And as I mentioned, this is a fundraising ride. So I'm asking for your help as well in the form of donations to one or both of two organizations that I'm very excited to tell you about. The first is World Bicycle Relief. Now, based in Chicago, they provide specially made, rugged bicycles to students, healthcare workers, and laborers in developing nations. It was started by the founders of SRAM Bicycle Component Company in 2004, and since then they've provided mobility, safety, and efficient means of transportation to literally hundreds of thousands of people in communities where none of those things can be taken for granted. For just $165, you can give someone a bike and a wide range of new opportunities for education, healthcare, and employment. WBR is an amazingly simple and effective concept, and I'm really excited to help people get to know them. The second is the National Multiple Sclerosis Society. For 75 years, it's provided research funding, support, and networking for scientists, families, and people with multiple sclerosis. MS is a chronic condition that it currently affects nearly 1 million people in the United States and nearly 3 million people worldwide. The programs, grants, studies, advocacy efforts, and informational hubs of the NMSS would literally take hours to list individually, but they are extensive and in value to households affected by multiple sclerosis, including my own. So I'm spending the summer training. During the day, if the weather's decent, I'm probably somewhere out on my bike. I'm also doing fairly extensive planning, arranging travel, putting my gear together, and fine-tuning my route. And I'm going to be posting about all of that on my website, where you can find route maps, sign up for the blog, get updates for the road, and find links to donation pages to both World Bicycle Relief and the National Multiple Sclerosis Society. So while my trip is self-funded, the fundraising portion obviously is going to have to be a joint effort. And I really want to encourage you to consider a donation to World Bicycle Relief and or the National Multiple Sclerosis Society. You can't go wrong with either, and you can't go wrong with both. My goal is to raise $3,000 for each organization, and I hope you'll help me get there. And I hope you'll follow along for the ride. It should be pretty amazing, and I hope to give everyone a sense of what it's like out there with photos, videos, and dispatches from my iPhone and my little Bluetooth keyboard along the way. The good and the bad, the gorgeous views and the days of rain and mud, and maybe, just maybe, the occasional moose. I mean, no promises, but... Now, if you'll excuse me, I should probably be out on a training ride, so I'll see you on the trails.